also, if you're a Nazi, you don't deny that you're a Nazi. Like, that's a thing.
Double down.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Hey, we're back.
We're talking about the Slaughter to Prevail guy that everybody hates and says is a Nazi, but I don't think that he is. Like, I've got no reason to defend the guy. I mean, if you hate him, that's really okay with me. But I think people are a little loose with the Nazi accusations these days.
Yeah.
Because, if you're a Nazi, you're proud to be so.
You wear it.
Kanye is more of a Nazi than the Slaughter to Prevail guy.
All I know about the Slaughter to Prevail guy is real big Walt Disney fan. I don't know why though.
No, yeah, he's always he keeps his arm awfully stiff when he waves.
Yeah, he was really into Elon last year. I don't know why.
Dude, we talk about Elon's Twitter all the time, but his whole Twitter is him just quote tweeting stuff and saying yes or like.
I truly think it's AI. I truly think it's some AI thing because I don't know.
Dude, I kind of think he sits on Twitter all day long.
And just like in meetings and just because he does do meetings. Like, I mean, you can't not be in meetings, but he's just like tweeting while people are talking to him.
It could be AI, but here's the thing. Would someone with that much money trust AI to just be firing off tweets without being like, let me check these first?
He trusts it to drive him around. I feel like his whole life is AI. He might be AI.
That would be crazy. I think that would be the biggest argument for people. I think that would really turn everyone to be like, AI does suck. Because they'd be like, ugh.
Elon? It's funny. If you've been here for the podcast from the start, my tune has changed a lot about some things. Elon being one of them, I feel like I was like, eh. I feel like what's the one? Olivia Rodrigo. I'm a big fan now. I think she's great.
You weren't a big fan the whole time? I thought you were.
No,
in my
I
mind,
wasn't.
you've been like a stan.
No. I feel like early episodes, I was like, the music I can't relate to. It's too young. She's too young, you know. But now the girl's 18. I got the countdown. hit the timer. But no, I really like that. So what I'm getting at is people can change. I'm a prime example.
People can change. Jake was a big Elon guy and a big Olivia Rodrigo hater, apparently.
Yeah. Switched.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's the thing about music is I'm not a person that needs to relate to the music that I'm listening to. Like, I think a lot of people are very, like, they got to know what the song's about.
Oh, I know what you're saying. I don't care.
No, I don't think you do either. But since you mentioned not being able to relate to the music, I'm strictly a melody man.
I was gonna say it's like melody and all that shit first, but I think it's a little more broad for me. Like it has to be genuine, and it was genuine, so it was cool, like her old stuff. But it just I don't know. The song was called "Getting My Driver's License." I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, that feels a little like Rebecca Black Friday.
I'm
like,
punk. I mean, Rebecca Black. I mean, that shit's fucking gas, dude.
Do you know that she's gay?
Gay or bi or both or one way?
I don't know. Honestly, maybe this is old fashioned of me, but if you're bi, you're gay to me.
I think so too.
Like I don't know if that's uncouth, but I find that's if you were like I'm gay, and that meant like I wouldn't feel the need to ask any further. Like, so just with men, just with women, I would just it's under the umbrella of gay.
Yeah, I mean that's like. If you're digging into that, that's like cool dad energy. Like, like what do you like men, women?
Yeah.
But unk status, you just like word, cool, awesome.
Yeah, I mean, But yeah, the Slaughter to Prevail guy isn't a Nazi, I don't think.
No, I haven't dug too far into it. I just seen the clips and heard people talk about it. I feel a similar way that he would be.
We were supposed to do Craig's podcast around the same time, and that never happened for whatever reason, but we could have been fucking on the episode with the alleged Nazi and been like...
That would have been a fucking... That would have been a link.
We could have really, one, put ourselves in a position where people are mad at us, and which we're due for, and two, could have really shown some light on that guy's actual beliefs.
Yeah, let's dive into that a little bit more. And
Yo, a
talk
thing
about-
that people also have to realize is, all due respect, the guy is Russian, I think, maybe Ukrainian. I apologize. I know they're not the same thing, but they are awfully close.
I believe he's Russian,
I believe he's Russian too.
but lives in Orlando now. Lives
So
in
here's the
Florida.
thing about that. They're stupid.
To the American culture, like it doesn't.
They're stupid.
It doesn't equate.
So the fact that they were using like here, I hesitate to say
Yeah.
Nazi imagery because the guy acknowledged like it was used by the Third Reich, blah blah blah. But in Russia, it's not really uncommon for musicians to use like that kind of thing, just as sort of like same the way metal bands use like, you know, people getting beheaded on their shirts or something like that. It's just like shock value shit. And someone could easily make the argument like, well, that's beyond shock value. But there's plenty of Japanese punk bands that people love that have used Nazi shit. And they get away with it.
Yeah. So
I'm not shooting the guy any bail. I don't know him. I have no stake. But I just feel like you got to stop calling people Nazis
Yeah.
that just aren't.
Nazis bad. People that are Nazis, maybe we should think a little bit before we throw that
Like
accusation.
just say you
around.
don't like them or
Yeah.
like they're cringe
Yeah,
or
oh,
their
they
band
suck
is
ass.
their band sucks or
Which
like
it's all factual if that's how you feel.
I mean I can't argue with that.
Yeah, they played the festival. I think they played the day before or the day after we played Louder Than Life.
Yeah, I
And
got their autograph. The guy signed my fucking my Nazi World War II knife that I carry around with me
I thought so. I was
with
at
the big eagle on the end of it.
I got Barricade for that. Their set,
Oh,
so
dude.
I was pretty stoked.
I thought I saw you up front screaming. Yeah, that fest was
better
fun.
better than others. Better than others.
That is true. I feel like we've talked about fests on here before, and they're not my thing. I've explained this to my dad. So for the people that don't play music, nobody that plays music would play a festival if they didn't pay well, and that's kind of the appeal to playing them.
That's the appeal to playing them, and then the appeal to going to them is you get to see all these bands play, you know, a shorter set, and then you get to hopefully see a big band or your favorite band play their headline set to like way more people than normal.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like it's like a mid situation for both parties. Like you're like, this is all right. Like I guess it makes sense.
yeah,
I
it's
would
a
hate to
compromise
do- yeah.
all around.
It really is. The people that probably win the most are when this fest sells out.
I was at the promoters.
Yeah, the freaking promoters.
The VCs
corporate
that,
cucks out there.
that fund the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, dude, here's my thing. They do pay well. And listen, if any festival organizers out there listening or watching,
We'll come play for the right.
we'll come play for the right price. And I'm not besmirching the good name of festivals, but while they do pay you well, unless you're a headliner, you're not like for a band of our size. We're only allowed to sell one shirt.
Yeah, I'll put it in percentage. We sell like a quarter or less than what we normally sell at a festival.
That's shocking to me. I
Yeah.
thought it was like we were selling like a couple shirts max.
I mean, when we were, 10 years ago, it was kind of like, hey, you guys, you sold $200 worth of merch. We're like, okay.
Yeah, and
Or,
then they
like,
take
less.
40%.
And we're like, oh, okay. How do we get the
Give
merch
us
back?
90.
But it even, a mid-tier band or however you want to label Super Heaven, it's still like a quarter or less of what we would make, probably like between 10 and 25%.
See, and then when you factor that in, it's like, are we getting paid that well? Because yes, the price that we're getting paid to play is higher than normal, but the amount that we're making and selling merch, which is where we usually make, I would say, most of our money.
Yeah, you usually make about what you're making off the show.
You're making a fraction of that. So it's like, does it even out? Are you really making that much money? And they're not usually that enjoyable to play, I'll be honest with you.
Well, they're kind of like, in like business terms, it's like a networking event for folks. It's like, I hate that word, and I hate doing that. I just like this. I like to get catering, sit there, and be like, All right, let's go play. If I see friends, I'll say hi. Obviously,
That's the thing.
That's great.
Sometimes it works out. We're like, we saw a lot of people that we knew
Yeah.
at that. That was nice. We got the like.
We parked right next to Fleshwater, so it was nice to see them.
We had the identical vehicles, so everyone kept walking onto each other's vehicles, thinking it was theirs.
I walked onto their vehicle after I was like came back from catering or something. Looked at them. I was like, wait, this isn't it. Walked off. Later, I found out they thought I was some French guy, Euro guy.
They thought you were a European guy. But Anthony was like, no, I think that was Jake from Super Heaven. And they're like, nah, he had an accent.
To be fair, I came into the bandwagon and I was lost for words. And I was just like, and I just left. So they were probably like, sounds French.
Yeah, that guy
Looks
was
French.
That guy couldn't speak English. So.
No, he definitely couldn't put a sentence together, that guy. But I'm happy for him.
But yeah, seeing people we know is kind of like that's a plus.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, as far as I'm going to let you behind the curtain, guys. As far as playing goes, it is the least ideal situation for any live musician, unless you're Deftones, who headlined, who probably
I think
sound checked like in the morning.
I think you need to get a little. If you move up the slot a little bit and you get a little bit later in the day, on the main stage, life's probably good because you get like you have enough, money to like get gear in that your exact backline, and you have techs that set it up for you. You just can't walk on stage and play. That's sick. But then you can get boned if you play too late on like a smaller stage. And everyone's like, "Well, I'm gonna go see Deftones." You're like, "But we're gonna play." You're like,
Dude.
sorry. And you got 50 people watching you.
Speaking of, we played the Thrasher death match in the desert,
Got my
which was I'm wearing Nikes, so
We'll play a Nike Fest.
Bleep it out.
We'll play a Nike Fest.
Oh, I would love to play a
I'm down.
Nike Fest. We headlined like the main stage, I guess you could say, but there were bands playing indoors.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a band that ended up, I think I've heard this band's name, but I didn't ever hear their music. They're called Lathe of Heaven.
Oh, yeah. I saw them on
And
Flyer.
I was talking to a couple of them in the green room, like right before we left. And they're like, oh, yeah, like we don't go on until
I saw that.
later. Like we play absolutely last. And I was like,
What?
and they're like kind of punk guys. Their music is kind of like new wavy, kind of like dark mysterious guy.
That's cool.
Deep voice
Yeah,
music. But I
yeah.
listened to it, I was like, this is kind of sick.
There's kind of a scene of that music kind of coming up, which is kind of cool.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, the guys were really nice, and I was like, so how do you? I kind of seemed like that would be their vibe, and they were like, it fucking sucks, dude. Like, we're bummed that we have to play.
I thought they were going to be playing like between the sets. Like
I thought it was going to be like that too.
it was going to be whoever opened the show. It was February or something like that, and then Lathe of Heaven. I'm sorry, did I fuck that? Is that the right name?
That's the name.
Okay. And then kind of ping-ponging back and forth.
That's what I thought.
But then I went and I got dinner inside, and I was like, there's no bands playing right now, which I was kind of happy about because I didn't want to sit there trying to eat food while music was playing, and I feel rude and a lot of things. But what I found out is that the restaurant was still open, but you didn't need a ticket to the show. Like, you could just eat at the restaurant. Like, it wasn't closed off to just the show.
Okay.
So people were coming in, not going to the show, and that's why there was like signs on the door like, "Hey, no admittance. You can't, come into the show this way. You need to pay, obviously." But it was sold out, obviously.
I tried to go to that restaurant, Pabby and Harriet's. It's bumping, dude.
Did you go there?
We went there like
Not
days
on the show
after.
day. Okay, it's a cool place though.
It is cool,
Yeah.
but we walked in and it was like there was like a 35-minute wait, which isn't really that crazy.
Yeah.
But we were starving, so we were like, nah, I'm not waiting.
There's nothing. I mean, there's nothing around. So it's
That's
like,
it. You can walk around. There's
Yeah.
like the little town there, but the little pioneer town.
Yeah.
But I was there 2 days before that, so I was like,
seen it all.
I've seen it.
Yeah, but it was busy. Was the town busy too?
Not really.
Okay.
But I will say it seems to be a bit of like a influencer dumb bitch kind of spot.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Because everybody was wearing a cowboy hat that you could tell
Yeah.
doesn't actually wear them.
Take my
And was like
picture.
posing for pictures and like other people taking them.
spend a day in the life with me to Pioneer Town.
Dude,
Here's
those
my
people make
cowboy
me
hat.
sick.
I hope they make money because it's sad.
It's degrading.
I'm
It's
like,
straight up like Cameo to me.
I'm like, bro, that's what you want to do. Spend your time with, but I guess if you're making a bag, whatever. I'm not
Dude,
gonna
I don't
hate
know
on
if
it.
they are.
I don't know if they are either. It's probably like
I think they just get free shit. I think that's what it comes down to.
You need to have a. I don't know. I'm not an influencer, so I don't know. So if anyone listening has any sort of clout like this, let me know. But it seems like you need millions of followers to start making like substantial money.
Yeah, and I think the money comes from, like, I think people think that all the money comes from like endorsements and stuff and ads. But I think that's just like a small part of it. I think you kind of gotta grind on the
Yeah.
side to make it like a lucrative thing.
Because they start. I feel like they start there, and then they branch into like podcasts or something that you can monetize. Music. They sell shit like fashion, clothing line. Like that's the end goal to where you really start making money. But yeah, there's folks that have 100,000 followers. That's a lot of followers. Don't get me wrong, but you're not making. I doubt you're making a bag.
I mean,
Maybe like a couple $1,000.
even if you are,
Is it worth it?
it's looks pathetic, man.
Just be a white guy and start a podcast.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And we have thousands of listeners.
Yes. No big deal.
No big deal.
No big deal. Thousands of listeners, but how many of those got mad at you the last podcast? Remember we had a little controversy last podcast.
Oh, the guy. I think that guy deleted his comment.
I got called out. Was he trying to be funny?
No, he definitely was not
Yeah.
trying to be funny.
So that's one of
his
the thousands.
comment. Okay, so for those that don't read our comment section, there
Not
was a
to put you
guy
on
that
blast.
on the last episode I went on a bit of a tear about how I was kind of just saying like,
I thought you were a woke warrior, to be honest with
well,
you.
I think he took issue with that.
Oh, being too
I think
liberal.
he was what I was basically saying is I really can't hold it against black people for having qualms with white people. Just because we put them through hell for a few hundred years at this point.
Yes.
And even now, I'm not saying anything that anybody doesn't already know, but it's still hard to be black.
100%.
And like, I just was kind of thinking, I was just saying like, I used to be really sensitive about that. Like black people that just straight up don't fuck with white people. Like Lauryn Hill apparently is
Miss Hill.
reportedly kind of not a fan of white people. And I'm just like,
I get it, but I don't get it.
can't fault
you know?
her.
Yeah.
Like, because yes, there's white people that have no qualms with black people, blah, blah, blah. We could go on all day. But as a whole, as someone that doesn't particularly like people that much, I wouldn't find it difficult to be like, I'm sure there's great ones, but I don't like the whites. They've done too much. They've made our lives too hard. And basically that's all I was saying. And this guy left a comment that was like this long. That was like, what you said was really racist. Because I'm white and I've never been racist to a black person in my life. And it was like, I didn't even read the whole thing. As soon as I got to that point and I realized he was saying that I was being racist against whites, I just started laughing and just like didn't read the rest of it. But a bunch of people replied to it and were like, "Yo, are you a fucking idiot?" And I can't see the comment anymore. So I think he
Yeah, he
deleted
probably
it.
deleted it.
But I do find it interesting that somebody that is that stupid would listen to, because that was close to the end of the podcast, I think.
Yeah, I think it was you would have to be listening to the podcast to get there.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't
So it's
start
not
off
like he was-
Hey everyone.
It wasn't a clip. It wasn't like a YouTube short that he
Yeah.
watched where it was
Ooh, maybe
me.
we should do that. Maybe that's how we get hundreds of
dude.
thousands of listeners.
We need to get the
controversy started there.
the,
These guys suck.
The alt-writers to get mad at us. See, I feel like we have plenty of stuff that they would like.
Yeah, they might be. That's the problem. They might be too down with it. We're like, no, we're joking.
Dude, so many things have happened since we last recorded.
I know, because we were talking about Drewski doing whiteface, and that feels like pre-pandemic.
That was
long ago.
that was 6.5 years ago.
It's straight up. And we recorded a few episodes while we were on tour. We had, I think, a 2 weeks lapse in episodes now. But so we're like straight up 5 weeks behind now of
Pretty
current
much,
events.
I mean,
Yeah, obviously you know some stuff that happened, everyone.
I would say
Which
I really hesitate to bring it up.
I don't feel like chatting about that too much. But it was a weird day.
It feels like it was a year ago.
It does. So that's why I feel like I'm behind. Like it feels like I'm too. Like it already happened and we're past it now at this point.
Just so no stupid
chatting
people in
about
the comments
yeah.
are like, "What are they talking about?" We're obviously talking about the fact that the Kirk man got got shot in the neck.
Yeah.
And we won't talk about it too much, just because I don't really care. And it's at this point, it's like I said, feels like it happened 1 entire year ago.
But just in case you guys didn't know, Jimmy Kimmel got canceled and then brought back.
Dude, I'll talk about that. I don't even like Jimmy Kimmel,
Yeah.
and I find it very funny that a lot of our friends became free speech fucking warriors
I know. I'm like, bro,
overnight. I'm like, yo,
that's the problem.
you need to keep this energy up when someone that you don't like
Yes.
gets in trouble for gets censored. Like, that is the thing. Like, that's
Because now there's like a report of you being like, you can't, silence them. It's like, okay, like, so if the other dude on the other side does something like that you don't like, you can't go against what you said here.
no. I mean, you can
Because-
not like it, but
which
that's
is cool.
That's the whole freaking thing.
That's the price we pay living in America.
You can say
freedom.
what you should be able to say whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
You may pay the price, but
It's like when
it should not be on any. It should not. No one should be allowed to say you can't say that.
I feel like it's there's probably black people out there that says their white friend can say the N-word in the car.
Oh,
but
dude.
you can say it.
I
but
say
you
it
gotta
all the
pay,
time.
You got to pay the price, right?
Yeah.
You got to pay the price, in the right company.
My black
So-
friends are like, when we're listening to rap,
Yeah,
you can
you
say
say
it along when you're singing along with the lyrics, but don't just walk down the street and call us that.
Okay, there is a really funny Drewski clip of that. I feel like one of those Gen Z or like Gen Alpha kids now. But there's this like Spanish girl on his show where he's like, it's like American Idol. And he's like, all right, that's cool. He's like, she doesn't know English. And he's like, all right, you did a good job, my N-word. And she's like, and she says it back to him. She's like, oh, like, and he was like, whoa. What did you just say? It was like she was white presenting Spanish person.
Yeah.
And they were trying to like translate it for her, like it's like this, and she's like, she says it again. They're like, whoa, stop saying.
It's funny because every person on planet Earth knows that that's a slur for black people.
I know. I was like, it was good. It was. I don't know who. I should probably knew, but it was funny. Just his reaction. I guess I'm a Drewski stan. I don't know.
Yeah, you're a Drewski guy. I mean,
well, now that Mr. Beast is canceled, who else I got to latch on to these days?
Dude, I've never seen someone shoot themselves in the foot like he did.
Yeah.
Like, people are always mad at him just because he's so high profile.
Mm-hmm.
But him, like, throwing a Twitter fit over that fat gay comedian
Oh yeah. I was like, bro, come on.
being more influential than him, which is like,
The poor guy, you're evaluated $1 billion. This poor guy just wants to become like famous.
yeah, also he was like
Are you
this guy
punching-
with 1 million followers. Like,
You're punching down, bro.
he's fully punching down.
Yeah.
But like, let's not act like 1 million followers isn't a significant
yeah, it's hard to
thing.
get to.
Like, I don't know.
It felt
Totally like anybody that had any goodwill he had went out the window because people are like, "What, man? Just like make blind people be able to see and shut up."
Plant a tree. I mean, hey. In the beginning of the pod, I was beast pilled. Now I've changed, man. He's changed. Though.
So many things
The
have
world's changed, dude. I've learned so many Gen Alpha terms. I'm fucking. Things have changed, dude.
Yeah,
Things
man.
have changed. I forget how we were talking about the festival, and now we're somehow here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're jumping around for
Yeah.
sure, but
there's just so much to catch up on, really, because after the Jimmy Kimmel, which is really funny that they brought him back.
I mean, I said that, like, I think the day that everyone was like freaking out about it online,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, he's coming back.
Yep. I mean, it was so obvious. I was watching Joe Rogan. I feel like I should bleep that out. But because Andrew Santino was on it, and I like him, so I was like,
You're allowed to watch Joe Rogan.
I
I don't watch
know.
it because I don't like him, which is funny because every time I say this on here,
yeah.
somebody jumps out in the comments. This is like, how dare you?
But I feel I wouldn't watch it in public. Like I feel like it kind of signals if you're
Oh
watching
man,
it in
it's the
public.
kind of thing where like,
yeah.
yeah, like I was.
Yeah.
Remind me, I have something funny
Okay.
funny to talk about after this. But yeah, I get it. I
Yeah.
mean, for me, it's more just sort of cringe to like because I find him so just like uninteresting. I think he's
Yeah.
like a really good podcaster. He has he has good guests, but you're allowed to listen to it.
Well, yeah, obviously freedom, right?
I mean,
yeah,
you have a little too much hair to be listening to the Bald Guy podcast.
But Andrew Santino was on it, and I like him. I was like, oh, I'll check it out. But it was funny because they started the episode and they were talking about the Kimmel thing, and then like halfway through, they're like, they were talking about the Kimmel thing. He was like, yeah, he's gonna be back on. They're not gonna cancel. They can't do that. And then mid episode, they got the report that on Monday he's gonna air a show again. So it's like, yeah, obviously everyone knew. Stupid move.
Like, the thing is,
Let the boy's contract run out and then can him.
which is what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, no one watches the show. I wasn't sad they canceled the show. Honestly, late night sucks.
Dude,
Who's watching that?
we might have more viewers of our meager little podcast show than late night shows have.
Yeah, I mean, the people that are actually engaged watching TV are like the people that are streaming. Like those people get the most views.
Yeah.
Like it's not cable anymore. Yeah, I'm sure this channel sometimes gets more plays than like views than something on actual television that's being
100%.
streamed, which is insane to think about since TV used to be the platform to watch stuff on. But times have changed.
That's the thing. Everyone kind of was like, lamenting Stephen Colbert and like him not being on late night anymore. And it's like, yo, here's the thing. These guys probably don't want to do it anymore.
Dude, I want it. That's
Dude,
just like a grind, bro.
You have to do it. It takes up so much of your time.
Yeah.
It's the same thing over and over and over again. You have the same little 3-minute conversations with famous people where you have to like pretend like you're interested in them.
Oh, really? Yeah. How's the movie? Yeah, that's cool. I heard this thing about you.
Like, dude, that's why David Letterman is kind of the GOAT, because he would just kind of make fun of, like, I don't think he really liked famous people.
No.
So he would kind of like shit on them a little bit.
I liked his stuff after when he grew out his beard and would just do interviews and kind of just talk with people.
Yeah, it's
I thought
funny
it
that
was
he
nice.
just like, you would think like that's the last thing you would ever want to do again. Like he would be like, I don't want to do a talk show again. That's crazy.
But that's all he knows, Maybe he's like, this is what I'm good at. This is what I was put on this earth to do, so I guess I got to do this.
Dude, he can't like hoop.
Who?
He can't like play basketball with his friends.
Old fucker like that?
Yeah, dude, he
bring a
runs and
hit,
shit.
dude.
He runs and stuff.
I like how Jay Leno gets into cars and stuff. So you need another hobby while you got this other thing.
He's always been the dude.
That was his out,
Here's the thing. I can't shit on anyone's hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
Cars
But-
to that degree is a weird one.
I
Like
think
to
it's
have
just a
like
rich person
100
thing.
cars,
You got to be so rich to be into that shit, though.
and they're all like rare.
Yeah.
There's something peculiar about all of the cars.
I mean, I think that's sick, honestly. I just don't have... Who has the money to spend tens
Him
of-
and Seinfeld. That's kind of it.
That's it, yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, I think if I had a lot of money, I might have 6 cars.
I would like to have a big garage and like a few cool cars in there. And you have a party at the house and you go, hey, you guys want to check out the cars? You're like, yeah, I'll check out the cars. Yeah. It's
I
pretty
would
nice.
just want to have, like, I wouldn't even have anything exotic, I don't think. I would have, like,
No.
one, obviously, mid-'80s Chevy Monte Carlo. That's my
shit's tight.
That's my dream car,
Yes.
because it's the first car I ever had, and I want another one.
Mhm.
Which one day I will get one.
I mean, they're not... How much are they?
They're
you
becoming
can pimp
more.
them out.
They're becoming more expensive, and it's just hard to find one that's in good condition.
Yeah. Okay, they don't...
So like, I'll have to buy one that's probably a little roughed up, and I'll have to pay probably a lot of money to have
It'll be worth it.
it worked on. It'll be worth it.
It'll be worth it. I want a Suzuki's Jimny. That's some like weird like
Genie.
Japanese car. I want something like odd like that you get like shipped over and you can't really drive it, but just sits in the garage because it's not like street legal.
Oh,
Because it
dude.
would get like crushed on the highway.
I want a Gremlin, the same the car that they drive in Wayne's World, the little blue car with the flames on the side. It
Yeah, that
looks
thing's
so
sick.
awesome.
I would get a DeLorean if it was offered to me. They're cool.
Does anybody want this?
Yeah, I'd be like, I'll take it. I'll take it.
But yeah, like I can't think of any universe in which I would have more than 6. Even 6, I'm like, what the hell would I do with 6 cars?
I got 3 cars right now, and I'm trying to sell the one, so it's been a whole thing. I don't know how to. So someone came and test drove the car I'm trying to sell.
I can't believe it hasn't sold yet.
I mean, neither. I mean, some people hit me up, and I look at their profile, and I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with this person. Basically, I'm like, I don't. First off, I'm like, I don't know if they're a real person. I don't know if they're like gonna. I don't know how to like interact with selling a car. Like, do you hop in the car? Which I did. I was like, "All right, you want to take it for a test drive?" Like, I'll just hop in the back because I'm like, I don't want you to like drive away with this car.
Yeah.
Man. Is that normal? I didn't know if that was weird or not.
I don't know. I mean, if they steal it, you could pretty easily be like, "Hey,
Insurance, yeah.
I don't think it's crazy."
'Cause I
Did they
was-
seem weirded out?
No. They're like, "Can we test drive it?" It was like a mom and a son. And I was like, "Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I'll come with you. Like, I'll just chill in the back and like we'll take it around the block."
I think that's pretty normal.
I was like, I feel like a normal guy, but then I was like, well, do you guys want to drive it? Then your car's here, but the car was like not super nice, so I was like, is this car nicer than that car? You know, and you could just like, I'm just gonna dump that car and take this car and be gone. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too. Maybe I'm not trusting people enough.
It
but
would be hard for them to not get caught with the car, is what I'm thinking.
That's true.
Like they would have to be very short-sighted to be like, we're stealing this car.
They didn't end up buying the car, so maybe that was their plan. Then I rode with them. They're like, "Fuck, all right." And they like hire the kid as like an actor or something.
Yeah, I mean, I get it's possible that they could be intending to steal it, but
Yeah, well, I still got the car. I also wasn't. We weren't home for a month too.
Yeah.
So people were hitting me up, and I just was not responding back because how am I gonna? Yeah, you can come buy my ass. I also don't want them at my house too. I want
No.
to meet them places. I'm like, I hate this thing. I regret not just trading this car in. It will pay off. It'll pay off one day.
yeah, one day you'll sell it and or get it stolen.
I can only hope.
You should get it stolen, and then you can get. My insurance gave me an okay amount of money.
Oh,
for it.
I feel like I would get more. I would just do the highest value on Kelley Blue Book. I feel like that's what they would end up giving me. That'd be pretty sick. But I just want someone to drive it that is gonna, it's a nice car. That's my pitch. Everyone, this is actually just a commercial.
Yeah, we're gonna have a link down below where you can try to buy it.
So we went to California, and I always love. I like renting a car because you kind of can test drive out what a car is like. So like I had this like Mitsubishi car. It was I was like, ooh, this is cool. It was like big. It was like a big car. It had we drove in it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the
I
car
liked
I
it.
rented sucked.
What'd you get?
I got a car I've never heard of. It was a Nissan Kicks.
Oh, Nissan.
It was
Where do
very
they find
like.
these cars?
That's the thing. I was like,
Ford Focus, like the Chevy, like I'm thinking of like those cars, like a Honda Accord.
that's the thing. The car that you had, I don't think I've ever seen one of those. Either.
No, never in my life. It was cool. It was a hybrid, but
That was a cooler car than what we got.
I had a third seat in it. I could do Uber. I could do XL Uber to really, get my bag.
We didn't need anything fancy. However, the Airbnb that we stayed at in the desert
Yeah.
was out there, dude.
I love that's what you want in Joshua Tree. Well,
Dude, it was 2 out there.
you were in the other like
We were
little
in
further,
29
right? Yeah.
Palms.
I'm gonna say
And it was
23
like
Palms.
it was so off the main highway.
Yep.
You turn off.
Uh-huh.
You drive literally 6 miles down just like a road with nothing.
That's kind of cool.
Then you make a right and you drive like a mile down that road. And then you turn onto a full dirt road
You just like
and it's 2 miles down the dirt road.
they're like point north to 5 degrees. And you're like, okay,
Dude, it was like I got used to it just
Yeah.
like coming and going after a couple days, but it was really like I can't believe there's an Airbnb out here. But the car was, I was like, this car is not equipped to be off-roading regularly the way that we're doing it.
Was the house off grid? Like, did it have solar panels?
No,
Was it
no, it had Wi-Fi, and it
Okay.
had like a few neighboring houses, but it was like really far out there.
It is kind of tight though to live out there, and you can live literally in the middle of nowhere, but then still like drive 20 minutes or 15 minutes to Joshua Tree, under half hour, and have some sort of like relevance to a normal life, like a coffee shop or a thrift store, or like there could be a show happening. Like that's kind of cool to be that close, but also feel like you're in the middle of fucking nowhere. We stayed in Airbnb one time in New Zealand, and it was that kind of thing. We drove down this little path, and then you couldn't drive anymore, so you had to walk. We were just like on this river.
I don't want that.
It was sick. Don't get me wrong, but I also felt like there's no one around. I'm like out here. I could just walk around naked, which would be kind of cool. I did take a bath naked outside.
But it is so like, who was like, I'm going to buy this property and rent it out to guests?
There's crazy fuckers.
Like,
out
I
there.
wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder how lucrative having an Airbnb is compared to just renting a property.
My thought on it is you probably make more, but you have to work harder. So,
do you think you make more?
Yeah,
it's also less
definitely.
like it's also less like you don't know that you're going to have business all the time.
Josh, I mean, that area you probably keep it pretty
That's
consistent.
that's true.
But like if you do somewhere like, Percy or something, I'm sure your
Well, that's the
Airbnb is
thing.
not thriving.
Even the New Zealand place that you're talking about, like that's
It was like a destination spot. It was cool. It was definitely cool. Like I feel like they curated it for that. Like there was like three or four houses down there that were off grid that you could like rent out. And I think the idea is you would rent them for like a whole week and take your family down there or something and just like camp basically.
Yeah.
It was more camping than like staying. Like you just go down there once and that's it. But we went back and forth because we were trying to do so much shit at once and it was crazy. But yeah, I think you can make a decent amount of money off Airbnb versus renting. But renting, you just got consistent cash flow.
See, that's
nice.
That's I don't know.
This is a business podcast.
The Airbnb
now.
racket is. I don't think it's gonna last.
Airbnb is going down. Uber and Lyft are going down. I don't even use Lyft anymore. I used to use it, but I'm like every time I try to get a Lyft, it's like the worst possible car ever. It might be a few dollars cheaper. I'm like I'm just gonna do.
Dude, it's
Uber.
It's really bad. I've talked about it on here before. They always just. It takes forever to get a driver, and then when I get one, they just stop like miles away, and just they're there for so long until I'm like, well, it's been 10 minutes and they haven't moved. I have to cancel this ride, and I'm just like, what the fuck are they doing, and why does this keep happening?
I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's gonna last. I hope it does, but it's not cheap. And it's not. It used to be cheap.
Dude,
and
it's
that's
so expensive.
But then I hate dealing with like taxis are cheaper now, which is funny, but they're just still annoying to deal with because they're too aggressive. I don't like how aggressive they are. Like, why can't they just be a cool taxi driver? Yo, what's up? Yo, you want to go here? All right, cool. Hop
Dude,
on
they're
in.
OS.
I know, but and then I feel like, are they gonna kidnap me? Maybe I'm so worried. I gotta start trusting people. I guess I'm like, are they gonna drive me to like nowhere and steal?
I mean, Ubers would probably be more likely to do that. I feel like a taxi, like, it might be hard to. It's kind of not a very discreet vehicle.
You do need a license though to like on top of your regular license, like a taxi license too. So they do go through a process. You have to go through. I don't know if it's like school or whatever, but I want to hail one in New York. Hey.
We were getting taxis when we were in the UK for Outbreak a good amount.
I got a taxi in the UK.
They were pretty jovial over there for the most part.
But they got those cool ones because they they look like old British cars, and you can like the seats face each other. In the
it's more of
back.
like a van, so it's that is better.
I don't know how to describe that car, but it definitely looks like an old timey car, but is a new car. I don't know if they're like a Mazda or what they got.
Totally different subject.
Let's change it up.
I had a Larry David moment on my flight home where, so on the flight to California, I started watching the classic Stanley Kubrick film Full Metal Jacket. And I'm sure everybody knows, but for those that don't, it's about the Vietnam War. And it starts with like soldiers like in training and stuff, and then it shows them in they're at war in Vietnam. So I watched probably a third of it on the way, and then our flight landed, whatever, and then I was like, I'm gonna finish it on our way back, and like as the plane's boarding, maybe 10 or so Asian people walked past and sat, like, I don't know if they're right behind me. I don't know how far away from me they were. But I was like watching Full Metal Jacket, and there's pretty like intense violence against specifically Asian people. And I was like, I can't watch this. Like, I'm so scared that they're like one or more of the Asian people that are on the flight are behind me, just like watching it. Like, what is this sick fuck watching? Just like Asian torture movie.
We saw him. He saw us come on. And he put this movie on specifically. What the fuck?
And then I started watching The Apprentice, the Donald Trump movie.
Oh, I didn't. I've
been wanting to watch it for a while, but dude, it just like couldn't hold my. It was like the wrong setting to watch that movie.
Yeah, dude, they probably thought something weird of you.
Well, then I was like, I'm painting a picture for anyone who's looking over and watching
and
what I'm watching.
People are.
Yeah.
Because I do it. I'm just like, what are they watching? I'm like, oh, there's like a weird sex scene going on. That's crazy.
Yeah, I do get very self-conscious when there's something, iffy happening on the screen.
I watched Friendship for the first time on the plane.
What'd you think?
Initially, I didn't like it. While watching it, I was like, do I even like this movie? And I was talking about it afterwards, complaining how I didn't like it. But I was like, I kept thinking of more and more funny parts that happened in the movie. And I think it's a good movie. I don't think it's a great movie, but there are really funny parts in it.
Isn't it funny how that happens? I feel like I was like that with Talladega Nights. I thought it was like kind of funny when I first saw it, and then I was talking to my cousin about it like a couple weeks after I saw it, and he was like, "That's the funniest movie I've ever seen," and he kept like bringing up parts. I was like, "Damn, this is a really funny movie.
It's quotable. Characters are crazy.
It's kind of falls into the Will Ferrell effect, where it's like so quotable at this point, and the humor is so kind of specific to Will Ferrell that it's like kind of you cringe when you hear some of it. Yeah. But same thing with like when you watch Superbad, and or any really funny movie with Jonah Hill, and he says like, "Oh, I'll just go fuck myself." That was so funny at the time, and now it's like it makes me cringe when I hear it.
Oh yeah, I guess that's where it came from, huh?
Yeah,
it's interesting to think. I feel like I'll quote that but not realize what it's coming from. Yeah, I guess I'll go fuck myself. Interesting. But yeah, that movie was good. I mean, one of my favorite parts have you seen it?
Yeah.
I'm assuming. When he licks the toad. And
oh, yeah, he just is at Subway.
They're like, how was your trip, man? He's like, I ordered at Subway.
I think the movie was funny, but it became so upsetting that I was like...
I didn't know it was a dark comedy.
Oh, yeah. It's too dark.
It is too dark. I
was like, just kill this fucking guy, man. His life is just a nightmare.
That was my gripe with it, I guess. I guess a gripe because I thought it was coming in and I thought it was going to be a little more lighthearted comedy.
Yeah.
Where it was about someone being a friend and then, then there was a conflict and then it was resolved. But it was just kind of like, dude, this reminds me of like World's Greatest Dad. Like I wasn't expecting this, and now it's like this dark comedy. It's like,
yeah. Ooh. It was a little, I mean, I'm sure that people that like that loved that movie because... But dude, eventually I was like, this is just actually starting to make me sad.
Yeah, I almost turned it off at one point. I was like, But then, like I said, I was talking about it afterwards, and I was like, you know what? There's actually really funny parts in this.
It is a little bit revived when he like brings the gun to the party. that is kind of like, I was like, all right, well, this is pretty funny, because that's the point where I was like, dude, this movie has to end. Like I'm not even laughing anymore.
The hair falls off and he winks at him. Like,
yeah.
I was like, that's pretty fucking good.
I thought I would say that I liked the movie. I didn't love it.
That's my that's where I stand too. Someone brought it up because that movie came out last year.
It came out this year,
within a year, 6 months or so. And we were talking about movies, and because I was saying how we watched Weapons and we saw a few movies on tour. I was talking to our one friend, and he's like, "Oh, I really like Friendship too," so that's why I checked it out. But this brings me to, we haven't talked about this, The Long Walk.
Oh, dude,
we saw it. I don't know. It shouldn't be in theaters anymore at this point.
I think it
might
I
be.
think it might be, but dude, that movie was so fucking bad, and we knew it was going to be bad. But there were so many people online that were like, "It was amazing." Like, dude, there's a couple guys I follow online that like make sort of fan art for like every movie that comes out.
Okay.
And so you can tell when they don't like a movie because they won't say much about it. But like,
Here's
I
the
feel like it's their thing, so they make the little poster anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And a guy that I follow posted a poster that he made for The Long Walk and was like, "This movie was so awesome."
That's insane.
And I don't know this person, but I had to fight the urge to comment and be like, "You're fucking having a laugh, mate." Like, there's no way you thought that movie was good.
Like, it's so bad. I don't know if the book was good. I can't argue that. Maybe people really like the book, and that's what. I guess it might make more sense in a book setting, right?
I bet people don't like the book because they've made every Stephen King book and story. It took him a long time to make this one.
This is like his last. I mean, I saw him promoting the movie, and I was like, "Bro's looking old AF." Like,
Isn't it crazy that he like looks scary?
he does kind of look
Like
scary,
he's
huh?
always looked
Yeah,
scary.
this like scrawny little like guy hunched over.
Yeah.
I
Do
don't
you
know
ever
if
see the
that's
pictures of him with like a beard and shaggy hair and
No,
stuff?
no.
That was like his thing. He was like he looked like a wild man.
That's kind of cool. I mean, it fits the boot fits. You know, it fits
Yeah.
the mold of what you'd want him to look like. But yeah, holy shit, that movie was just as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It's like, this is stupid.
It's so stupid.
I did like the one main character though, not the white guy.
Okay, I was gonna say the white guy.
Not the white guy. That's like someone's son though.
That's
I thought it was Tony Soprano's son, but it's not. It's
No, why can't I
Seymour,
think of it?
Seymour?
Philip Seymour Hoffman. Yeah, they want his son to be a thing really bad.
I didn't think he was a bad actor, but
No, he's not bad, but his dad is so legendary and like
it's tough, man.
it's his dad was a modern like a modern day like De Niro or like, you know, a guy
Yeah.
that everyone's like, "Oh, well, that guy's a great actor."
And then you get cast in The Long Walk. And then your son gets cast in The Long Walk. It's
Well, he
like-
got cast in Licorice Pizza and that movie sucks.
But people liked that movie, didn't they?
I think I think it had a little and I'm a PTA guy. I like Paul Thomas Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen One Battle After Another, but apparently it's freaking amazing.
Is that the one with Leo?
Yeah.
I want to see that. I heard it's awesome too.
I've heard it's awesome. And then there's people online that are like, "It's so bad, it's stupid."
Those people probably like The Long Walk, so
That might be true.
they're like, "Oh, I really like how they walked really long in that movie."
I like how they have to shit while they're walking, which I do think is like kind of I was happy that was addressed because
Yeah.
I was like, they're just walking like nonstop for hundreds of miles. Which, by the way, how possible is that? Is that physically possible?
To shit or like
Just to walk as long as they did.
because how would you sleep? Like I know they're like, oh, like you can just sleep walk, but I'm like, I don't think you could do that.
I think you would just collapse.
I think so too. I think you would start walking and then just like, you think you're walking, but you're sleeping and you're dead.
Movie fucking sucks, dude.
that movie sucks. You could walk. I'm trying to think of the math here. They were walking 3 miles an hour, between 3 and 4 miles an hour.
I think by the end they walked like 400
Yeah,
miles
there's
or
no
something.
way. You could probably walk like 60 miles in a day.
Like, dude, think about when you're driving somewhere and the GPS, you make a turn on a road and the GPS says 100 miles to go. You're driving a car, so let's say 80 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And that's still like, fuck, man, that sucks.
It,
Now imagine walking that 4 times. There's no way without stopping.
out stopping.
And with a bunch of annoying fucking losers walking with you.
Yeah, honestly, if they died, I'd be like, that's fine.
Yeah, there's a
They're
few
kinda
where
pissing me
like
off anyway.
that's the thing. There's a few characters in the movie you're like, I can't wait for them to get shot.
He
And
needs
it's
to
not
get
supposed
lit
to be
up.
like that. It's not supposed. That's not how you have characters in a movie. You're supposed to be like kind of. Sure, they're supposed to be like villains and stuff, but the guys walking aren't supposed to be. The villains are supposed to be the guys that are in the
Star Wars
cars
homie.
with guns.
Mark
and
Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
Which I didn't even realize it was him until after the movie, and someone said, "Wow, it's great."
That's Luke,
Yeah, I was
Luke
like,
Skywalker.
Luke was in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, he was the guy.
Also the voice of the Joker in all the Batman cartoons.
Oh, you know what?
That's his other claim to fame.
I did know that because I feel like I look at people's Wikipedia and I'm like, that's odd that he was in that. But yeah, like a public service announcement. You do not need to go see The Long Walk if you have not seen The Long Walk. So that just coming from
If it
us.
comes for free on a streaming service that you already pay for,
Get a kick out of it.
you can watch it because it is borders on being so bad that it's like an entertaining watch.
Yeah.
However, if I paid to go see that movie which I would never do,
Yeah.
because like I said, we knew it was going to be bad.
We were in for a.
We were on
We know
tour,
what we were in for.
and we were like, yeah, let's go see this
Yeah.
movie. Blah blah
the
blah.
last one out.
And it was freaking bad, dude.
Because everyone liked the anime movie that came out. Like people were like dressed up in, I forget what it was called, something Kingdom.
Did people?
I don't know.
Nobody that we were with. loved
No,
it.
we were too old. But there's kids dressed up as like anime characters and like
Yeah, we went to was that when we went to see Weapons,
I think so. It was either Weapons or Caught Stealing.
and we were like, "There's a weird vibe in here."
Yeah, I'm like,
Because one, it was packed. It was a Thursday night. It was packed.
it took me 20 minutes to get popcorn.
That's yeah. I was
insane.
like, I was worried, but
Yeah.
then I was looking at how they were all dressed, and I was like, "There's a theme, and I don't think all these people are going to see the same movie as us."
They
And
weren't
were-
running around like this, the theater.
No, they were all going to opening night for some fucking anime, which was funny because you could just look at them and know that they were there to see an anime. Like once we found out there was an anime premiering, we're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, we're not going to see a single one of these people in our theater.
That's like the classic bit online, like, I'll have 2 tickets, please. And they're like, for what movie? And they the camera turns around. It's like, dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Weapons was great. I thought Caught Stealing was fun. Austin Butler, man. Hot guy, dude. Hot guy.
Dude, my gripe.
Zoe, hot.
I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound like a hater.
Okay.
There's some people that I think are. Listen, I said this about the monkey. The main guy in the monkey's too hot for the movie.
You thought Austin Butler was not rugged enough?
He was too hot, and I think he was supposed to be like a little handsome.
Yeah.
But the first third of the movie felt like the vibe was just like, look how hot these two people are, and I was like, we get it. Let's like get some
Yeah.
story going here.
I mean, openings. The second Zoe comes in camera, her tits are out. I'm like, whoa, this is wild.
Yeah, and they're like,
They're kissing,
fooling around, but
yeah,
it's like they play it up a lot, and it's like, yo, we get it. They're two sexy people.
Let's get to the
That's not why I'm here.
story.
That's not why I'm here.
Why were you caught stealing? I
Yeah.
need to know where the title comes from.
But I liked that movie.
Would I recommend it? That would be like a plain movie, I think. I'd be like, it's worth the watch.
There's certain people I would be like, you might like this.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was all right.
It's all right. But that's all the movies I've seen. I want to see the new Leo movie. I feel like I might be able to see that this week. And that's about it. That's all my movie hours.
It's movie hour. But I'll finish my thought on
Yes,
Licorice Pizza
please.
since I sidetracked. I think that movie had a bit of a shine on it when it came out because I think it was the first Paul Thomas Anderson movie in a while.
Mm-hmm.
It had the girl from Haim,
Oh, yeah.
and it had Philip Seymour Hoffman's son, and I believe his acting debut. So it was like a perfect storm of people being like, we want to, and there was like a weird, like age gap pedophile. There's really no other way to put it. Like,
In the movie?
it's about a teacher developing kind of like a weird, intimate relationship with a student. But the student's like very
Nice.
kind of adult minded. Like that's the thing is like
He's mature for his age. Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
But it
Yeah.
is like they don't do anything, but it is like, oh, they like each other. And it is weird.
It's strange. That's like.
But the movie sucks, unfortunately. I wanted to like it.
Mad Men, Betty Draper, and the Kid Next Door, how they have a weird like thing.
Yeah, I need to rewatch Mad Men.
It's good. It's a good show.
There's nothing to watch it on other than AMC Plus, which I would never in a million years pay for.
What are you gonna watch on there? Mad Men. That's weird. It's funny. I guess they did take it off Netflix. That sucks. Yeah, the rewatch of Mad Men. I was kind of catching it because Laura was watching it, and I was kind of in and out during like the pandemic. But I would be due for a Mad Men rewatch.
I've only ever watched it the once, so I could rewatch it.
But we've been watching Desperate Housewives.
Oof, that show sucks, dude.
No. It's not as bad as you think.
I don't
Eva
know.
Longoria, she's looking good, dude.
Yeah, but I can't watch stuff just because there's attractive people in it. It's got to have good stuff going on.
There's actually good stuff. Like, it's the first few seasons like are kind of like it's a whodunit, and then it really just gets bad. And I'm in the bad part of it, but I'm gonna power through and finish it just because it's something to watch.
How many seasons are there?
Maybe 8. Maybe
That's
8 or 9.
so. You could never convince me to watch a show.
There's a lot of episodes. It's one of those shows you can put on. You know what's happening. If someone texts you want to look at something up, you go for it. But that's what I've been watching, and I'm back on Expedition 33. That game's good. I'm here for it. I'm gonna play it till I'm gonna beat that game. That's my goal. The next 2 months is to beat that game. It's good. It reminds me of Zelda a little bit.
I'm still playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the White Power Assassin's Creed game.
Mm-hmm.
And I have decided that after I finish playing that, I'm going to play Red Dead again. I think my hiatus has been going on long enough, and I think I can enjoy it again if I replay it.
Skate 4 came out. People hate it.
It looks stupid.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
I was never that big into the skate games. I appreciate it because it's like it's a little more feels realistic rather than Tony Hawk, where you like ollie and
it's
do
arcade.
30 tricks.
Yeah, it's fun.
But the new one I couldn't care less about, and literally everyone says it's bad.
I don't know why they dropped the ball so hard. It's like, dude, everyone just wanted Skate 4 to be what Skate 3 was, but better graphics and the same kind of idea as it. It's like, dude, why did you make it Fortnite? Like, why? I don't know. It's just strange.
I think that everyone's just trying to play to a younger audience, and the younger audience really likes that like shiny, cartoony shit.
Yeah, but they're gonna grow. I don't know. I feel like
I don't think
they
should. I don't think that's the audience for a game like Skate. So
No.
I think they should have had some foresight to be like, well, it's going to be a bunch of 30-year-olds that have been waiting for this game.
And there is a younger. I heard about a younger band. They're playing Skate 3 because they like the old graphics and stuff like that. So I think there's a nostalgia to it. Even the younger people that were playing the old school retro games, it's just like, why'd you try to make this new school? I don't know.
I don't know.
But what you got to get through, he's got to get to. You will play the new GTA, so he's got to get till May, and then there's a new game.
Yeah, I mean,
There you
I
go.
can make it till May.
Red
I'll
Dead.
probably
reason.
have to figure some. Dude, you know what's fucked up? I found out. This is on me. I got an email yesterday, I think, that was like, there's been an update to your pricing for your Game Pass account.
Ooh. On
I didn't-
Xbox.
I didn't know I was paying for Game Pass this whole time.
That's like $20 or $30 a month, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to get one of those things that are on podcast things that's like cancels subscriptions that you don't know that you're paying for.
Rocket something, and you're like, oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, dude. So I was like, I got to cancel that.
I pay $30 a month for Netflix. I didn't even know about. It's like, holy shit.
That's the thing. I use the streaming apps enough that I don't. I mean, it is annoying that they've gotten so expensive because Netflix used to be $5.
I know.
That was awesome.
And I'm not gonna have ads on my Netflix. That's weird.
No, the ads. I'm paying for no ads every time.
It's weird they even made that a tier because they never even started like that. That they like offer that option.
They added ads to everything. Amazon Prime has ads.
Oh yeah, I hate that shit. But is there an option to get out? Oh, there is.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was.
It's like an extra like $3 a month. or
worth.
something.
Oh, I got to look. I forgot I had Amazon because I signed up for it so long ago.
I would pay $1,000 a year if I never had to see a commercial again.
I didn't know I could. Now knowing this, I got to dive into my because it's so fucking annoying. I'll be watching a show and it'll be like the ticker, and I'm like, come on, man.
Yep.
It takes me right out of it.
Also, I just don't like. Yeah, I don't want the interruptions.
It takes me out of the show, dude. I used to like when Hulu started and you could watch the ads before the episode, which I thought was kind of a cool idea.
Ad-free Hulu guy over here.
I know you are, yeah.
Dude, if I can pay for the no ads, I'll do it every
I
single time.
rarely use Hulu. That's probably my least.
Well, now
like,
it's not even like a thing.
The
It still is a thing, but it is just on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah. And I canceled my Disney Plus subscription when they took Jimmy off the air. That's so I stand. I stand.
Yeah,
with
I
Jimmy.
stand with Jimmy. And the freaking Slaughter to Prevail guy is a huge Disney fan, and he's a known Nazi. So
Clip
I
that,
cancel-
everyone.
Yeah, clip that.
Oh. Well, I guess we're about at an hour. So thanks everyone for going a few weeks without us.
Yeah, we're home for a sec, so
Yeah.
we'll probably be somewhat consistent, I think.
We'll get a new Patreon out this week too. So shout out the patrons. I'm calling it. We're getting one out this week. So
We've gotten a kind of a influx of patrons kind of like right before the tour started.
we were posting more, and there's a bunch of episodes on there. But we'll get one out this week too, because I feel bad we haven't been able to post one. But
We do try, everybody,
we try
okay?
our freaking hardest.
Could we try harder?
Of
Yes, we could.
course.
Dude, me and Joey went to a spa.
Yeah.
Look how white my fucking legs are.
Yeah,
man.
dude. It's
we
messing
were,
with
we were
the
swimming
white
in the
balance.
pool, and I was like, my legs are too, like, the difference in color between my white sock and my leg is
just-
like 2 shades.
it's just like
This
one
like
big-
basically this is the unfiltered picture. This one has, Rio de Janeiro or whatever on it. It's like subtle.
sepia.
So yeah, I need to next summer. That's going to be my legs out summer. I've decided.
The shorts are coming back.
I
on.
hate shorts. I despise my legs being out in the open. I don't even really. It's not like I'm like I hate my legs or anything. I just like I don't like wearing shorts. I don't think they look good. I don't feel good when I wear them.
Yeah, I think pants look better.
But dude, next summer I'm gonna be shirtless and wearing shorts.
That's what's up.
I need to be.
Hopefully the
Because my I mean, it doesn't look like it right now, but my arms do get tan in the summer. I mean, I haven't gone outside that much this summer, but
Yeah.
I can become tan. It's just my legs do not see the light of day ever.
You should join a nudist colony, and then you can just walk around and be naked the whole time. And get
Dude, I
tan.
think I would be uncomfortable. I think nudity does make me a little uncomfortable.
I feel like after the first week, you'd be like, "All right, dick's out."
You think?
Yeah.
When we were in the UK, we went to see Will and Christina like before we left, and there was like a nudist, what do you call it? Like a bike ride
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
and like 500 people rode by, totally naked, and I was like, that makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, that
More
makes,
power to them, but it's a me thing.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't think I liked that.
It definitely makes me feel weird. Nude people in like non-nude settings, but if I was going to a specific place where I knew people were going to be nude, I would feel weird at first. But I think after a little bit, I'd be used to it.
What do you think the policy is on getting hard?
Yeah,
In a
I don't know,
nudist
because
setting.
you could be like, dude, my body I didn't do it. My mind's fine, I saw.
Like, that's the thing. I'm sure there's some leniency where it's just like, hey, it happens. But I feel like if you're getting hard all the time, people are going to be like, you're making people uncomfortable.
And you're like sitting in the corner jacking off. That's not good. But if you take a little nap and you get a little hard, you're chilling in the lawn chair by the pool, right?
See, I'm talking about like walking around and you're just like chatting. You have your little cup of punch, and you're just like, yeah, my dick's hard. I don't know what to say, guys. Because, dude, there's certain times where I will get hard for no reason.
Yeah, but I also wonder if that's just your dick kind of rubbing up against your pants and stuff. In your mind's like,
So you
it's
think
going down.
You think take the pants out of the equation, my dick's never getting hard, accidentally.
Yeah, I think you'll have the chances will go down. I think there's still a chance there, obviously, because we have wet dreams. What can you do about it? But
We got to have a nudist on the show. So I need to get to the bottom of this.
blur it out. That'd be kind of fun, actually. Be odd though. Someone just sitting right there, dude.
I'll put down some newspaper. I'll put some newspaper on the couch.
It's like Big Daddy.
Just sit on this if you wouldn't mind. But that's another thing. You got to be a thorough wiper if you're walking around with your bare butt hanging out.
I wonder if they even care. I mean, maybe they have no hair, so they're always ghost wiping. Must be nice.
Dude, I don't think they're all hairless.
They're definitely not. No.
See, that's another thing. I'm a bushman myself. So
I think they appreciate a bush, though, the nudist.
that is true.
Yeah. They don't want... I think they really appreciate a bush. That's their kind of swag.
The thing is, I don't want to be. This is an old bit of ours where I bought the Meridian shaver so I could shave my pubic hair because I didn't shave any of my pubic hair.
Manscaped versus Meridian, yeah.
And dude, I have it, and I just like don't. I would like to have shorter pubic hair, but I don't like the practice of shaving it.
Yeah, I wish it was kosher where you go to your hairdresser and like, can you match the curtains with the carpet?
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
sure, no problem.
that could be.
Like you can tape it.
See, but I hate getting my hair cut too.
I know, but one-stop shop is what I'm saying. You're already there. You're like, all right, now time for the
They
pubes.
just kick the chair back on my legs. It's like,
Oh, dude, if they could get the gooch too while I'm there and just
see,
get me all.
if they could shave
right?
my crack, I would maybe take them up on that.
I don't know if I want. I think I might want that wax. Maybe I need a Brazilian. I know they probably hurt, but
I get a lot of Brazilian, sort of content on my feed because I watch a lot of like ingrown hair videos.
Okay.
And a lot of them like have like a few videos where they're like, oh, if you get ingrown hairs on your pussy or whatever, you can come in and we'll like, we can take care of it.
We got you, bro.
But I don't like those. See, those ones are where I draw the line. I don't want to watch pussy ingrown hair videos.
No. That's not for me.
No.
My feed is I scroll every like fourth or fifth one is like some blurry Indian person like looking into the camera with like 3 likes. I'm like, dude, how do I get aggregated this? But I like it, so I like watch it because I think it's so funny.
That's definitely what it is. They got your number.
But it's like every like it'll be like a skateboarding video, some hot girl, something stupid, something funny, and then it's like this like weird Indian guy like or woman like a few likes on it, no comments. I'm like, how did this channel get aggregated to me? Before I just remembered this like months ago, there was like a straight up a naked Indian woman on Instagram. I was like, how is this?
How the hell does that happen?
I don't know, but she would like it would be like her video, and then she would just be naked. I'd be like, dude, I don't want to see this on my Instagram. Please go away. This isn't Twitter.
I get a lot of bodybuilding content out of nowhere when I don't care about it.
Maybe they want you to become a bodybuilder.
Maybe
the bodybuilders like to get waxed, pop their pimples, or maybe it's...
Maybe. I will say a lot of them are like guys that are visibly on steroids with the worst back knee you've ever seen a person have. Like it's impressive how bad
it's a landmine
their
back
skin
there.
is. Dude, it's like... It looks like they have like leprosy. It's crazy. It's like full coverage of their back and sometimes on their chest too. And I'm just like, not worth it, man. No.
I'd rather be fat and ugly than have the pimples on my back.
Yeah, we're like, have you ever seen this shows up on my timeline and has for like 15 years, once a week. There's like do you know who Sophia Loren is? She's like a famous old-timey Italian actress, I guess.
Okay.
But she's like kind of, has a thicker build.
Oh, okay.
And there's like a quote of her being like, I'd rather eat pasta and drink wine than be a size 0.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I think I feel the same way.
Yeah, I'd much rather be happy than be like, I haven't eaten today. but I gotta lose my weight.
I care less about, but I am starting to be like, I need to be healthier.
You need to be healthier, but dude, I'm not concerned about my waist size. I'd rather just get something that fits and looks nice than versus like, oh, I used to be a 28 waist. That ship has sailed.
That's for women.
Yeah, I mean, how you gonna be a bro? How you gonna be a dude and be under 200 pounds and have like a less than? You need at least a bigger than a 32-inch waist. Come on,
Come on.
you're a boy. You're a boy at that.
28-inch waist.
Ugh, I do have a pair. I think I threw them out recently, but I have a pair that was 28 when I was like 18. I was like, wow, I fit in these.
I don't think I fit in a 28 waist since I was 6 or 7 years old. All right, I have to piss.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.